Llama 2 was just recently released 2 weeks ago and it has created a havoc. It, being an open source model, is sure to give ChatGPT a run for money. Meta released this model in collaboration with Microsoft. Today in AI Banter with Namya, I am going to explain you all the latest advancements of Meta that it is making in the domain of digital internet. Large language models have really taken the world by storm by their ability to show the responses from textual instructions or just by a few examples. Hence, the biggest of the companies are coming forward and developing their own LLM models in order to give the best results, and one of them being Meta's Llama 2. Meta's biggest AI move in recent months was releasing Llama, which is known as the Large Language Model or LLM. Llama stands for Large Language Model Meta AI. LLMs are systems that learn skills by analyzing their vast amounts of text, including books, Wikipedia articles, and chat logs. ChatGPT and Google's Bard chatbot are also built atop such systems. Meta openly released Llama, allowing academics, government researchers, and others who provided their email address to download the code and use it to build a chatbot for their own. But the company went further than many open source AI projects. It allowed people to download a version of Llama after it had trained an enormous amount of digital text culled from the internet. Here we are on ai.meta.com/llama, where it says introducing Llama 2, the next generation of our open source large language model. So it is available for free for research and commercial use. That is, many companies can use it for free and develop their own chatbots for their own needs and experiences to offer to the public. Inside the model, so it says this release includes model weights and starting code for pre-trained and fine-tuned Llama language models ranging from 7 to 70 billion parameters. That's a huge lot of parameters, and thus it ensures the accuracy. It was trained on 40% of more data than Llama 1 and has doubled the context length. The pre-trained tokens are 2 trillion in number and the context length is 4096. Three model size parameters are there: 7, 13 and 70 billion. The fine-tuned for chat use cases, it says data collection for helpfulness and safety. Supervised fine-tuning is for over 100,000 and human preferences for over 1 million. Then we have the benchmarks. They have compared the models to various other models, including reasoning, coding, proficiency, and knowledge tests, by which they train the model. Yes, so this is their website. Next, we can go to their research paper. I actually read about their research paper recently. That is Llama 2 Open Foundation and Fine-Tuned Chat Models. I'll give the link to this research paper down in the description box, where you can give it a read and you'll surely learn a lot more about chatbots and how large language models actually work, from where they are trained. It includes the intro, pre-training, fine-tuning, safety, and discussion, then leading to the conclusion. And it surely is helpful for the people who are really interested in building their own chatbots by Llama. The best thing about Llama 2 versus ChatGPT 4 is that it is open source and any company or any individual can use it to train their own chatbots and make something cool out of it. Interested in going into the code and everything, you can go to github.com and enter Facebook research/llama and you'll get their open source code that is available on GitHub for free. So you can actually download this and just start working upon your own model by following their technical documentation, and that would be a huge chance for you to just start your own startup. Curious on how to actually use Llama, because on this site they haven't given any link where people like us can do a demo and actually use it as in ChatGPT. So let me tell you one way, and we can do it using Hugging Face. So Hugging Face is again an open source site where Llama 2 is there. We go to this link that I've provided in the description box and click on demo in the table of contents. And in the demo, we can start typing a message, and here is the Llama model. Write a 100-word article on benefits of open source and AI research. We can actually type any question according to our need. So here it has given. If you want me to do a comparison on Llama 2 versus ChatGPT 4 and how the responses are different, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll surely do that. Here was our Llama 2 demo. I hope you got that. Just follow the link in the description box below and click on demo. Now I'm really looking forward to the next technology that Meta is working upon. Our second tool from Meta is AudioCraft that we are going to explore now. So AudioCraft is an open source generative AI model for audios that Meta has made available to all. And it claims that AudioCraft makes it really easy for people to make generative AI models and experiment their text prompts to generate audios over a longer period of time with good quality. Here is the site where Meta released about AudioCraft, and it tells us that AudioCraft actually consists of 3 models, that is MusicGen, AudioGen and Encodec. MusicGen generates music from text inputs using the Meta's audio library. AudioGen generates sounds from the text using the public sound effect data. Encodec decoder actually maintains this quality of the sound and keeps it to a higher level so that over longer periods of time, better quality of sounds can be produced. So this is what the basic model of AudioCraft is all about. Meta also claims that AudioCraft will actually revolutionize the way in which audios are produced. Like in their blog, they've also given an example of generating audio from the text prompts. For example, if I have written whistling with wind blowing, can you imagine this has been produced by AI and just with the help of our short prompt? Now these kinds of sounds are so needed, and especially to produce movies and videos. Now people will not have to apply real-time audios. They can just produce the sound using artificial intelligence. For the next prompt, we have pop dance track with catchy melodies, tropical percussions and upbeat rhythms perfect for the beach. This is actually mind-blowing. Like, I was really shocked for a minute when I heard this. How can AI generate such perfect voices? So here we are on Hugging Face. I'll let you know the link in the description box below. So let's say if I want to make a cheerful pop song along with the guitar string sound in it, and we click on generate, and it takes about 29.8 seconds for the audio to be processed. So yeah, the music is generated. Now let's listen to it. Wow. Literally, we can use this sound anywhere and also download its MP4 version. Hope you guys like this. Viral AI song that was generated with the voices of Drake and The Weeknd, where people had really gone crazy to listen to that. It was called Heart on My Sleeve. The song had eventually been taken down due to copyright claims because then the law said that a song cannot be 100% AI generated and there has to be a singer behind that. So this is the future of AI, where literally 2 singers can be merged in order to create a new song according to the fans.
More and more companies are investing in unified models. We may see an increase in the creative applications that involve audio, video, text, images, all combined at once. And one such application is brought forward by Meta. So now let's talk about Meta's Chameleon.
Has introduced this incredible open source software tool that is Chameleon. It is a very efficient state-of-the-art generative model for text and images. That means it does not only include text to image or image to text, but a lot more. So there's a simple basic prompt that they've given an example of: a small cactus wearing a straw hat, neon sunglasses in the Sahara Desert. So this is the image generated by the Meta's model. A single foundation model that does both text to image and image to text generation, which is awesome. It is the first multimodal model trained with a recipe adapted from text-only language models, including large-scale retrieval augmented pre-training stage and a second multitask supervised fine-tuning stage. So they've actually given the tasks that it can perform, that is text guided image generation and editing. Can you imagine that? We can edit the image or the text that is generated by the model like however we want it to be. Then next is text to image. So these are some images that are generated by Chameleon. The text tasks, for example, what is the dog carrying? It detects that it's a stick and it gives the answer as the stick. Then describe the given image in very fine detail. It has literally described the image perfectly. Next, we have super resolution results with extreme best quality of the pictures that we can have. Example, a steaming cup of coffee with mountains in the background, and it literally has mountains in the background with a cup of coffee in the front. Now look at this. More examples for the prompts are like turtle swimming underwater and aesthetic, fantasy. Similarly, we have flock of sheep, aesthetic and fantasy. We can also read their research paper, which I've literally gone through, and it is great. If you want to explore more in this field, you can definitely go and read their research paper, that is scaling autoaggressive multimodal models, and they also call this term as SAM model. It continuously produces to show the need of artificial intelligence and how much it is required to build new technologies. So definitely people should understand that they have to read about it, otherwise they would be overtaken by the people who know skills of artificial intelligence. So this was all about Chameleon and how it produces images or even text from the images. Now let's move on to the last AI advancement of Meta for today. That is really cool and interesting. Here we are on the computer vision blog of Meta that says a new unique AI dataset for animating the amateur drawings. So literally these are the drawings that can be animated and can be converted in new forms of storytelling and art. Concept is actually that drawing is a universal way that a human can understand. But in order to teach AI to show that these are the drawings that are to be animated, there would be a requirement of a huge amount of data set. And thus, in 2021, Meta released a blog where it asked the people to submit their drawings. And guess what? 6.1 million images were uploaded by the people, which were then further filtered by Meta's research team. How awesome that is. So this was the December 16, 2021 blog. This video clearly shows their intentions of how we can convert the small drawings into art and storytelling. Want to access this dataset? It is open source and is available on Facebook research website. Let me take you to the link over here. And yes, here's the animated drawings dataset that you can use and maybe create a very cool story out of it. This is really a very cool AI advancement feature that Meta has brought forward that is also interesting for people and especially for authors so that they can bring life to their story.
So, let me provide you a gist of what all we went through. First of all, we talked about Meta's Llama 2. That is an open source software similar to ChatGPT, but maybe they are trying to make it better than that. That is for you to decide. Companies can build their own models on top of that. Second, we talked about Chameleon, the first multimodal AI model that involves text and images. It can help to convert text to images as well as images to text along with editing. That is a super feature that no company has come forward with. Third, we are talking about the most interesting feature, that is animating the amateur drawings. Literally, the drawings that you draw on paper can be animated and can be collaborated with the background, and you can have your own real life backgrounds also. These were the AI advancements that Meta has been doing recently. I hope you liked this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to AI Panther. Thank you. Bye bye.